boys, man. They're part of the team.
Part of the team, man. Gotta tell you, part of the team.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We fuck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on deck.
Music.
What is up, loose cannons? It's your boy, Sammer, hanging out with my guys, Poppy Latte.
Shut the fuck up.
Stank bastard.
Shut the fuck up. Shut.
Our good buddy, Dr. Pless.
Shit. I'm blurry. This is the worst intro ever. Sammer, what did... Oh, okay, there we go.
Doesn't know anything about AC/DC guy.
What?
What is going on right now? Just go, bro. What the fuck is going on?
All right, now you can go.
Let it marinate. All right. Yesterday was my fucking birthday, all right? The Bucs ruined my fucking birthday. And
Nobody
because
cares.
of that, I have some fucking choice words. And enough is enough, man. The Bucs go into this season with arguably our most talented roster, a defense that got younger, it got faster, and was now in their fourth season with Todd Bowles. Everything was pointing upwards. This team wasn't a head coaching change type of roster. This was a team that was 1-0 blitz away from going to the NFC Championship just last season. The classic nothing to fix if it ain't broken roster. Todd was handed a fucking Ferrari. Nothing changed but the head coach. Sure, the starting center, the attitude of the offensive unit suffered that terrible season-ending injury in the first day of training camp, but the approach, the game plan, the identity of this team
This is horrible.
already decided at that point.
This is
was
horrible. I
going to be
feel like Jim Rome.
Todd
You're reading, bro.
Bowles'
Don't
team.
fucking
I'm
call
not
my
reading.
show and read.
Is he reading?
Fuck,
Can you
he's
seriously-
reading.
Is he really reading?
I'm
Keep
not
looking
reading.
off in the corner, bro. It sounds like he's reading. It's horrible.
Can I finish?
Get to the point.
Yeah.
This was going to be Todd Bowles' team, regardless of what happened. We gave the benefit of the doubt to Todd Bowles. We got a guy we love on the show, a person we know is a fucking great human being, and the man who held the Chiefs to 3 field
He's a
goals
great
in the
human
Super
being.
Bowl. We chalked it up to early season struggles. We gave it to chemistry, to injuries, to adjustments, to new pieces, learning like wrinkles, learning how to play, all of it. We blame Byron. We blame Tom. We blame the O-line. We blame Leonard Fournette. We blame Devin White. Rightfully so, but we still gave Todd Bowles a pass. We gave him the benefit of the doubt time and time again. We're now in week 12 of the NFL season, and nothing has changed from week 1 to today, and most recently, yesterday's absolute debacle of an NFL coaching display. Todd Bowles is conservative. Todd Bowles is a defensive-minded coach and one hell of a defensive coordinator. The defense is playing at a level in the current NFL, which is more than enough to win games. They're holding the teams under 17 points per week. They're arguably responsible for every single one of our wins this season. Todd is running this team that had no major changes on offense, defense, or special teams.
That's not true.
Major change. This is basically
No
the same
Ali
team.
Marpet, no Gronkowski, no AB. Calm
Same-
down with that real quick.
same-
No.
same-
Calm down a little bit. Calm down a little
approach.
bit. Just a little bit.
He
Just a little
absorbed a
bit.
team that was basically set in motion, one direction. He just had to stay out of the way and continue doing what was already working. There was no need to change anything massive like that. The only obvious change was the mentality. It's Todd's defensive coaching mentality. We don't play for first downs. We play for third downs. We don't attack. We try and get as many points as possible. We try to minimize the opportunities for mistakes. That's all it is. We're just trying to shorten the game. We're not trying to win the games. We're trying not to lose them. All that, and you can point to bad throws by Tom. You can point to bad, holes and not seeing holes by Leonard. You can find plays across the boards that players don't execute. But regardless of the play calling, at some point you have to question, why is this happening? Because nothing really changed, except it's now Todd's fucking team. They run the ball, they play safe, they drag the game out. There's a reason that Todd hasn't fired Byron, because he's doing everything he wants him to do. The Bucs coaching staff and Todd Bowles yesterday showed us exactly what they are and what he is. Multiple opportunities to win that game and give this team a chance to win the game in regulation. 4th and 2 on the Browns 37. We try to punt the ball, get a delay game, punt the ball, and Browns get the ball at the 20-yard line. Waste of fucking time, losing mentality. The Browns are driving to tie the game on 3rd down. Instead of using one of our 3 timeouts, we let the clock run. We're left with just under 30 seconds when we could have had probably a minute and a half. Losing mentality.
Okay, you're well over
What
2
are you
minutes.
doing, dude?
Well
Is this a rant,
over
or are you fucking going over the
minutes,
entire
bro.
fucking game?
Well over 2
What are you
minutes.
doing?
And you sound like you're just getting started, bro. It's almost
I
like
was actually almost done. I was saying this team has a losing mentality, which now is killing the team.
Reading.
And
He's
it's from Todd
He's
Bowles.
reading. He is
I'm
reading.
not
He said,
reading.
I'm almost done.
I'm almost done. I heard a page turn.
You better check your sheet. Okay. Are you done, Karen? It's your birthday. Nobody cares, bro. You're fucking 40, okay? Nobody cares about your birthday.
I'm
Happy
giving
40,
my
Sammy.
thoughts on the team. It has nothing to do with being a Karen. You think I haven't taken a fucking loss before as a fucking NFL fan? I'm a goddamn Bucs fan. I'm
Hey, Latte,
well aware of
Latte,
this.
It's almost like he needs his own show.
Probably. You know?
Oh,
Keys to victory.
keys. Yeah, something like keys to why we lost. Lose. Why we lost.
You know what? You know what? I had enough of this team yesterday. I don't have much to say right now. I do later. But I would love for our guest to give us his thoughts because he's been chomping at the bit. He's been cracking his neck. He hasn't been the same Pless that I normally see, guys. We've been in the lobby just waiting for
He's
7
sick
or
right now,
7:15 or 7:20 or whatever the shit was going to start, and he was just not about the fucker tonight.
Pless is unwell. Pless, go,
pissed.
dude.
Yeah.
You have as much
Pless.
time as you need, bro.
Let
you
it
can
out.
read whatever you want to.
Let it out. You can read it too.
You can read it.
He's not going to read it.
No,
You're
no
allowed.
reading. Yeah, no reading here. I was trying to think of stuff positive to say, but to be honest, guys, team is fucked. Like, it is just like it's not in a good spot because first of all, they don't know how to attack defenses, and they haven't shown it all year. When you can't score more than 20 points a game with the talent that we have, it's unexcusable. Don't know how to call play action more than 4 times. The one time you do call it, the whole drive, we score a touchdown with Keefe on a beautiful spider 2Y banana. Finally, like
that.
It's so frustrating to watch this team when you don't even know how to get Mike Evans wide open. Like you don't know how to create space for the guy to give him opportunities to make plays downfield. Chris Godwin was open all game yesterday over the middle of the field, but we refused to call it. Like it's just it's beyond stupid, like
exactly.
how they attack, and you don't game plan. You don't see that the Browns are playing man defense, and you have speed on the bench in Scotty Miller, and don't even decide to use him to create space for your other guys. You needed a guy out there to run down the field and create space underneath, and we did none of that. None of that yesterday. Running the football well with the inside runs and the counters, went away from it. We decided to call toss plays, which what the fuck? Like,
let it out.
We don't run toss plays well. Like,
Ever.
Run it inside with Rashad White. Like, it makes no sense. And just go away from it. You don't understand, like, how you're trying to attack these teams. You don't have an identity. You play for third down, like Sammer said. Like, hey, guys, you can get a first down on first down. Let's try it, instead of trying to have 15 third down conversions.
Wait, you can get a first down on first down?
Yeah.
What?
Possible.
Yeah, imagine me that. Yeah,
Pick up
riddle
10
me
yards, you get another first.
No, you can't, dude.
You skip right over.
You cannot, because the book I read earlier.
You have to do it in 3 plays. You have to do it in 3 plays.
The book I read earlier, I don't know if you guys saw that earlier. Let me pull it up. I read this book. I was in the airport earlier today.
Oh, football.
And I found this book on the clearance rack. It's called Third and Manageable. Sorry. It's called Third and Manageable. Right there. Right. Sorry. I'm fucking it all up. Anyways, it's called Third and Manageable. And I thought that's the way.
No.
That's my fucking camera now. It's blurry. Anyways, continue.
What a terrible.
Well, I mean, I was pretty much done, but I mean, the coaching, like, and then the clock management on top of that, and not knowing when to go for it on fourth down, not knowing when to be aggressive. Like, your defense is playing aggressive. Why can the offense be aggressive too? Like, defense was playing aggressive. They were winning. They were getting stops in the third quarter. You had a chance to put the fucking game away, and you decide not to. Like, play to win the game. Where's Herm Edwards when we need him? Like, you play to win the game, and you have an opportunity to win the game at the end with over a minute left in regulation when you have the best 2-minute offense in the league and decide to go away from it. Like, how do you explain that? And then you try to explain today that, oh, we didn't want Tom Brady to throw an interception. What?
Did you see Greg Allman's?
What?
By the way, Greg
Greg's like,
Allman
hey,
was in rare form today. He's like, that's like a
470 attempts.
0.0007.
Dude has 2 interceptions on
almost
470 attempts this year. Like what?
That's
Cleveland only has 3 interceptions this season.
Listen, that's that loser mentality. That's a loser mentality. We kept asking all season long, the three of us, what the fuck is going on with this team?
And that's the most I've cursed all year, guys.
Bro, you said
I'm here for
the F word on the fucking show. Holy shit.
I think that's what's more damning though, guys, in my opinion, right?
That he put that Pless is pissed?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, people are in here like, wow, they have Pless using the devil's language. That's never.
They do, bro.
But no, on a serious note, for real, I think that's what's more damning, right? Like we're Bucs fans, right? Some of you out there are fucking crazy spoiled lately, and that's fine. That's fine. We have a level of expectation now with this team.
Brady Bucs fans.
And no, even some of us, you know, there's a level. There's a reason this sucks, right? Like we can do this show 4 years ago, and it was like we were losing. It's like it's fun because I didn't really expect to win. Let's be honest. But when you go into this season, reloaded, ready to go, like Samper said,
this is way worse.
We lost some pieces, but you're ready to go. It's way worse.
Way worse.
What do you mean, dude?
Like,
you mean the highlight of the last 10 years was like the Fitzmagic era? Are you talking about?
The gold chain thing was amazing. No, but seriously, guys.
When we had Jameis, at least it was entertaining. Like we could laugh at it, you know.
Exactly.
At least
come on here
we
talk
tried
about. Did
to
you
score.
see Jameis's pirouette 360? Just threw it the fuck it.
Our losses were pretty spectacular.
But seriously, though, guys, that's what's more damning to me. That's what's more disappointing to me. That's what's more frustrating to me is that we point out those things that you just talked about, right? Plus, the egregious, just bad clock management, just bad. And then you have this speech on accountability, and instead of just being accountable, you double down and you say, no, there wouldn't have been enough time at all. Nope, don't even entertain it. And then you triple down in today's press conference. You say, well, we were afraid Tom could have thrown a pick. Like, are we talking about the same game here? We talking about the same, like Sammer pointed out brilliantly last night. I'm watching the Eagles and I'm like, they're on their own 37. Fuck the opponent's 37. They're on their own 37 going for the 4th down. Like, fuck it. Because you have to step on your opponent's neck when you have them down there, bro.
It's a tie game for the Eagles. The Eagles are tied.
A lot of relationships in that building. I love them all. I respect them all as human beings. All that shit. But fuck, man. I miss BA's feel for the game. I miss his instincts, his experience, his, hey, we're fucking going full throttle here. Or, throw back. Like, we're just playing to not lose. You cannot fucking do that in today's league, bro.
The crazy thing is, Latte, Todd Bowles called a fucking hell of a game on defense.
He did.
He was bringing blitzes from all over the place. Like, we weren't getting any pass rush for their front four. The guy really is legitimately a defensive guru, right? He is. But, that doesn't mean he's head coach material. We've all, behind the scenes, it felt like maybe he's a little bit too passive. And then we got to see behind the scenes a little bit last week, right? They showed his speech to the team. I thought he came off well.
I don't think that passive or aggressive shit, I don't think that matters all that much. Like,
it does matter.
I think that's a media thing. But your aggression as a head coach on game day is what matters to me.
No, it's the quality you demand, okay? That type of aggression.
But he's doing what I saw in Tony Dungy, where he holds the defense to a level, but then doesn't expect the offense to perform at that same bar, which is like how his defense. He comes out today and says, "We got to get off the ball off the field on third down. We got to stop." Dude, you gave up 10 points with 59 and a half seconds in this game. For 59 and a half seconds, you gave up only 10 fucking points. And you are going to turn around and fucking be critical of the defense when you had a chance to win the game or have a chance to win the game by calling timeout on third down after Levante stopped and get the ball with more time. And then he says, "Oh, I didn't want them to have too much time to think about fourth down." The Browns had a timeout. If they wanted to think about it, they could have. They didn't need to. And then after that, to not call timeout after the Rachaad White screen. Okay, so I get that. You know what? Didn't work out. We're not going to go with it. Then why the fuck did you throw it 20 fucking yards and go to a 48-yard line? You either give up or you don't. You don't play in the middle. So if you would have called timeout, you would have gone to the fucking Browns 47-yard line, and guess what? You would have had a chance with fucking 20-plus seconds to call 2 more plays to get into field goal range. Instead, like that doesn't make any sense to me, and he didn't even understand how to explain it. You could see that at this point, he's not a head coach.
Panic and confusion have set in.
He's not a head coach.
Stank just said it best. Confusion and like it looks like a team that's just disjointed and not on the same page.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Like we're not. Hey, Sammer, you're on Twitter, right? You seen that stupid shit? I'm laying down. I'm on the bed. I'm asleep. I'm running around. I'm on the couch. That's what they're like. They're just like, we're going for it. We're not. Call timeout. Don't call timeout. It's bro. Everyone in that goddamn, every single Browns fan, the Browns themselves were like, go timeout, Tom. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Dude, what?
And listen,
it's crazy.
all the shit on Byron and on fucking on Bowles and everybody. I was having a conversation with Stank today earlier. And it goes back to the same shit that we've been fucking pounding the table on. Plus, as well, everyone. Tom's not going to sign off on a game plan that he doesn't agree with. Period. It's fucking Tom Brady, okay? Period. Never. At the same time, you're telling me that Tom Brady doesn't have the autonomy, the fucking dick in the huddle, the man in that building to say, "Fuck you, Todd. I'm calling timeout."
Right.
Like, Tom can't call timeout, Pless. Like, just question. You watch a lot of film. The quarterback can't call timeout, Pless? Like, is he not allowed to call timeout?
They're allowed.
Like, what is Bowles going to tell him? What the fuck? Like, fuck you. I call timeout. We're going for the field goal. I'm confused.
Listen, we went forward on fourth down because Tom said we're going for it. You could see him mouth before they went to commercial. He didn't. That was a way sketchier, call to go forward on fourth than not going forward on fourth down on your opponent's fucking 37 up by 7 points.
Tom wanted to go for that fourth down too.
Of course he did.
But then after they looked at whatever the signal was, hey, we're gonna just try to get him off. First of all, dude, when the fuck, like that whole take the delay a game to punt the ball nonsense, that shit stopped like years ago. And like teams,
I haven't seen in like 20 years anybody jump off sides on one of those fake calls.
No, that stopped. The delay a game on purpose was stopped. And the other thing too, you can fucking decline that penalty if you want to as an opposing team. You can say, fuck you, I don't want the fucking delay game. The only risk is that the team trots back out and actually goes for fourth down. So most of the time they don't, it's a thin line. But you could say, nah, fuck off. You're going to kick it into my goddamn end zone or kick an absolutely perfect fucking ball. Like that whole thing is fucking, and my thing back to the timeout, you could tell that they said, hey, if we don't get any yardage, don't fucking do anything. Don't call timeout. We're going to go to overtime, which is a fucking dumb mentality to have. But then Tom, for whatever reason, said, fuck this, and just threw the goddamn ball down the field. Like, shit. Cool. I wish we would have had them 17 seconds back, though. Damn.
What is crazy, though, is like Poppy talked about the speech from Todd Bowles that we all saw, and he talks about mentally being smart. And I'm like, you're preaching this, but then yourself as a staff, you're not being smart.
Yeah, but plus when the bullets are flying, there are guys who just aren't prepared to respond under stress, and clearly this coaching staff isn't. I don't know what's going on in the headset. I don't know if there's multiple people talking or nobody talking at all, and everybody's looking at each other like, "What the fuck do we do now?" Tom's looking at the sideline like, "What's the play call here?" It feels like they're disjointed. There is confusion. They haven't practiced these scenarios. I mean, he said, "Oh well, we thought about if the first down play didn't get any yardage, well, you ran a fucking low percentage screen. Everybody knows the screen pass is fucking coming in a situation like that. Yet you run it anyways, and then you throw a very low percentage pass to Julio, which ends up working. So yeah, none of it actually makes any sense. I got to go back to the super chat we got earlier. Pelagic dropped $10. He said, "I'm here to buy the timeouts we didn't use yesterday."
Sorry.
Shout out to my son with the tweet of the night or the tweet of the morning saying, "I woke up this morning, Bucs still have 2 timeouts in case you were wondering."
It was
if you need to use any.
Bucs Twitter's on fire right now.
Pless, you break down a lot of film. I'm not going to pretend that I do. I just watch like a fan, right? What happened to the crossing stuff that we saw in Germany with Julio Jones and these man beaters? And if the Browns were truly playing man, let's say you don't get Scotty out there and you want to have Mike and 14 and Godwin and Julio out there. And those are the guys you want to go with. You don't want to get Scotty, even though Scotty's been coming on lately and been doing good and he can beat man coverage. Let's say you don't. Why did we run any of that stuff with Julio and what happened to that? And second part of my question is, he missed Mike deep a lot. And somebody said here in the chat earlier that it looks like Tom's kind of lost his the swag, the big dick energy, right? is he not stepping into his throws? Is he not like what is going on, bro? Like what is going on?
It's a good
what are
question,
you seeing?
But yeah, I mean, they're just and that's what I talk about with the staff and the in-game adjustments, like seeing what the Browns are doing. And that goes back to, I mean, a great example is that reverse touchdown that the Browns had on the opening drive. They realized JTS was over pursuing. They caught him with a backside pursuit. It was a perfect play call, and it scored a touchdown. It's those little things like understanding, okay, this guy is playing X this way, and knowing how to adjust and then go and attack it. Okay, you understand that they're trying to play Mike Evans one-on-one. Okay, yeah, that's a great matchup to go after. Obviously, it's not working after the first couple of attempts. Let's try something different where we can create space for that player and get him running with the football, or do something different to create him on a different matchup to get him away from something that isn't working. So, and the same thing with Chris Godwin. Like Chris Godwin, you see is working over the middle on the crossing routes, on the play action, the dig routes. All those things are working. Let's keep attacking it. Let's keep attacking their linebackers and safeties because they can't cover, and they're not utilizing the East and West game. Like use that against them and get after it. And the same thing with the run on the toss plays. You have to know their strengths. Cleveland is not a good defensive team up the middle. They have a weak front. That's why they're good on speed. They can get to the edges because their linebackers like to run east and west, and that's what they're good at. And it showed on the toss plays. So run inside counters, do off tackle runs. That stuff worked. Rachaad White had the biggest run of the year because of it. So it's just little things like that, understanding what is working.
He's really good and patient at it too.
Yep. What's crazy is Vilma even talked about, Byron told him, we found out when we looked at our tape in the bye week that we weren't running well when we were zone blocking as an offensive line. So we're going to go to these counters and put our guys in better positions. Then after the first drive, they stopped doing it. You're like, why the fuck did you even say that then?
It's mind-boggling.
So when we talk about execution on this show all the time, it's like when Tom has an open receiver and he misses him, that's not on Byron. But the criticism of Byron is what you just fucking listed off, which is like not understanding how to sequence plays together, not understanding the weakness of the opponent and how to set them up, drives down, and a quarter down later in the game. Like none of that stuff exists, which is what we missed from BA. But I mean,
but what's so mind-boggling is 12 does know how to do that, right? And is he not in the room? Does he not get two plays to call every fucking every single snap?
But I've asked that. I'm curious if Tom is walking that line where he doesn't want to step on a coach's toes in front of other players. There's a thing to that.
Bullshit, motherfucker. It's his last year, bro. He's trying to win it.
He said that, though. He has said that,
step on eggshells. Get the fuck out
I
of here.
didn't say eggshells. I said he doesn't want to step on a coach's toes in front of the rest of the team. There's nothing asinine about that thought. That's not uncommon. The guys
that is asinine, bro.
They don't want to. Really, you don't think Aaron Rodgers thinks twice before he embarrasses a head coach?
Statement. I completely disagree.
He said it himself. Tom has said it himself.
I don't give a fuck what he said.
He said it.
That's the company fucking line, bro. You're telling me the fucking GOAT, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, who fucking throws goddamn tablets and curses out his fucking offensive coordinator in New England on the fucking bench, who told Byron Leftwich, fuck your stupid fucking play.
I didn't say it doesn't happen every time.
In his last year, it's going to literally be like, oh, company line. It's all good. Just keep calling this shit up or fucking, I'm a good captain.
But put yourself in his shoes, Latte. You unretired.
Fuck out of here, bro.
You unretired thinking you're going to get BA. Hold on.
Bro. Go in there and burn $1 down. This is my last year. Fuck all you motherfuckers. He would literally fucking pull a goddamn Denzel Washington. You're gonna do this shit to me? To me?
Think about his
fucking coaching and fucking Pop Warner by the end of the goddamn day. You're crazy. It's Tom fucking Brady. I'm done.
Okay, so think about it. He unretired thinking he had BA. He unretired thinking he had BA.
Did he? Did he though?
I honestly think so.
Did he really though?
I honestly think so. And then when Todd Bowles comes in, what's he gonna do? Retire again? And Todd changed things. Todd's mentality is clearly on this team. I don't know if he's handcuffed Byron or he's told Byron to call things a different way. It's not the same approach. It's just not.
Question for you. BA is the coach of this team right now. How many interceptions does Tom Brady have?
10.
At least 10.
So you think
Pless,
that's on?
Pless.
You think that's on Byron and Bowles, or you think that's on Tom also being ultra conservative?
It's on everybody. It's on everybody. I'm not saying that Tom is playing aggressively either.
They're all included. Tom hasn't been great this year.
He's
Like,
missed
he
guys
hasn't-
though. He's
Whoa,
missed guys.
watch out, Pless.
Careful, Pless.
Oh, I know.
Watch out, bro.
I know
They're
the
watching.
Tommies.
They
The
are
Tommies are
watching.
coming.
They're in the chat room. I'm gonna look at the chat right now. Somebody's coming for you, dude.
And listen, even if the
Tom
Bucs had
hasn't
BA and they
played
only
good.
had 5 wins, even if they only had 5 wins, I guarantee you we would have at least gone down swinging in every one of those goddamn wins. They would have been at least we're trying to fucking win those games. Does he go on 4th down like
here they come?
it doesn't happen.
You think Tom's the issue? He's part of the problem.
He is part of
Sorry.
the problem.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
part of the
sorry.
problem.
If you
The
miss
whole
a fucking
offense.
wide open guy for a
Come on,
touchdown,
Sammer.
how's that not the problem?
We're not gonna mic right. Let Pless, please.
No, I was just gonna say the whole offense, the staff, the offensive staff, the offensive personnel is all at fault. Like I said earlier, when you can't score at least 20 points a game in today's league with the guys that you have on the field,
You're trying not to.
it's trash. It's inexcusable. It's not good enough. Like, this team should be a record. Let's see. Let's look at the 2 losses that most likely we have is the Chiefs, and then maybe
Ravens.
and that's it. All the other ones should be wins.
Latte, did you see this comment in the chat room from Pat's fan?
Pat's
I'll
fan.
let you read it. I'll let you read it.
Tom has,
I don't know where it is. Where is
Tom has been average this year. I don't recognize his game.
From Pat's fan. Weird.
It's good.
Weird. That's weird.
Accountability. He has been average, to be honest. I mean, the reads have been inconsistent, but that also goes to how the game is called and how the sequencing, like I talked
Definitely.
about, how we attack mismatches. And when you're inconsistent in how you're calling the game, it leads to inconsistent execution. And that is what is happening with this team right now. They have no plan in place where it's consistent in how they attack the opposing defense. And it shows. It shows, like, you want to call the screen game and then you go away from it. And then if you go back to the screen game, you don't know how to adjust and call something else. They did that in Germany. I guess we need to go back to Germany to call the offensive plays, because they did a beautiful fake screen and got Mike Evans wide open. Like,
They were
where the
setting
fuck
that up
was
for
that
9 games. Yeah, we
yesterday?
talked about that one.
Yeah, that took 9 weeks to set up, Pless. We don't have, like, we just started that. So we need 9 more weeks to ramp up to that.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question about Mike Evans. Okay.
Yes, please address this.
This whole shit about
The
Mike
chat
Evans not
went fucking
trying. Okay, that one pass, maybe he could have gone for that ball. I really couldn't tell.
The angle,
but
it was a weird.
but the
fucking
angles
angle,
are
dude.
weird, so you can't tell. But I will tell you right now, from my perspective, one, I'm never going to question Mike Evans, because that man is a fucking warrior, and he's put his ass out there time and time again. And I guarantee you, he's playing injured right now. He looks like he can barely breathe after each play. So I'm thinking that rib injury is more of a deal than people are making it seem to be, especially from the building. But my
How
question
about
is
hit him
more or
when he's
less,
running? How about hit him when he's streaking wide open?
but that's
How about do that?
here's my question, Pless. Of the wide receivers on this team, why is Mike Evans the guy we're calling fucking 5-6 vertical goddamn routes to, and as opposed to dig routes, in routes? Get him, like, those dig routes that we saw so often with Jameis. The routes that we saw when he runs out of the, why isn't he running out of the slot? I'm not watching the tape and I'm not paying attention to it during the game. But why is it that he seems so, one, limited, and they're putting him in a route tree that doesn't seem to fit his skill set? It's mind-boggling to me.
Well, they do that with a lot of their players, unfortunately. And that goes back to, I haven't even talked about this, but knowing how to use your personnel correctly. And that is something that this team hasn't figured out since they've gotten here, as far as the staff. Like, they just don't know. Like, when we had Gronk and when we had Antonio Brown, they didn't know how to use those guys properly. And the only reason they won is because they were super talented and they know how to get open. But this has been a huge issue with this offensive staff. They don't know how to use their personnel. And wouldn't it surprise me to see Luke Gedeke back in the starting lineup? Wouldn't it surprise me to see Lenny Fournette back in the starting lineup when they don't deserve it? Same thing with Cameron Brate yesterday, getting more routes than
Where the fuck was Kate Otten?
Kate Otten.
Kate Otten play? What the fuck is
Zero
Guy just-
targets.
Guy
Zero
just won
targets.
Him and Kyle
against the
Rudolph had the
Rams,
same amount of targets.
Just
Actually,
won you the game against the Rams, bro. And then
Yeah.
we're
playing his ass off. And yeah, I mean, they just don't know how to use their personnel well. And that's what I talk about with Scotty Miller. Scotty can take away the deep coverage. He can open up the middle of the field because of his speed. You don't have to throw it to him. I'm not saying throw it to him, but his speed changes the way how you can call the game, make it easier for Tom Brady to get easier throws. And that is something that this team has just failed to do on a consistent basis. And you're asking Tom to be great on every single play, and it's fucking hard, man. It's hard.
And he should be. He's the GOAT. Hey, I want to
Right.
thank. I want to listen. I want to thank the. All right. I want to thank the Stephen Beck, who's in the chat right now, policing the fuck out of everybody, smacking people down. Root Screw 78, just
Bring the
smacking.
oil.
Just baby oil, lubing up the chat room.
The Beck is in the chat.
The Beck is in the chat. And he's him and Pelagic are going at it right now.
He's the only guy. He's the only guy in the whole YouTube chat window here that has a professional
Full
headshot
caps.
as his fucking profile.
Stephen
picture.
Beck wrote one article for Real Buck Stock, and I thank him for that.
The best article ever written.
Best
I'm
article
assuming
ever written.
the best one you've ever
By the
had
way,
written.
here's a thought. Talking about what you're talking about, Pless. How about we don't use 13 as a fucking decoy and we use Scotty Miller? Just, why are we running Mike over and over again? Just fucking, hey, he's going to open up the middle. We could use Scotty for that, okay? Number one. Number two, Pless, I'm sure you saw it, right? And I'm sure you're going to go digging on the all-22. I don't know when it drops tomorrow or today, whenever the fuck it drops. Did you see on that last play, the one that everybody says Mike gave up, which, by the way, the angle was weird. It landed inside, like 7 yards inside. It was short. It was just fucking weird.
Yeah,
I don't think he gave up on that.
he
And I agree with Sam
he
Brown.
was running to a spot. The ball
He was
was
the outside.
thrown on the inside, and it was a misfire.
You can't
But
tell until you see the
on that
22
play-
from the top. That's when you'll know how that angle really is. Which should
On
be
that
available.
play, Pless, I don't know if you saw it, but I'm sure you saw it all 22. It seems like Tom just predetermines and he's like, I'm going here and I don't fucking care. And that's not what I expect from 12, right? Or from any quarterback who can go through his reads.
Right.
Did you notice how wide open Godwin was on the middle of the field? Because you said he was open all game, so he probably was.
Yeah, he was open on
He
that
was
play.
wide open on that play.
Yeah,
over the middle. He had a first down. Like, what are we?
Yeah, but Poppy, that's what Tom has said he's done his whole career. He knows almost 90% of the time before he takes a snap where the ball's going. And that's been part of the problem with Tom since he's been here is that the BA offense requires you to read the defense and then play off of that. You and the wide receiver have to read at the top of the route the same thing, the ball goes there. Chemistry issues happen, interceptions happen early. But once Tom is predetermined he's going to go somewhere, if anyone else gets open, too fucking bad. That's just what's going to happen. And if Tom misses, it's even fucking worse. And
it happened the first year when the Saints would roll coverage towards Mike, and then at the snap they would roll away. He's like, I'm not even looking at Mike. Fuck you. I'm going somewhere else. And it's like, he's wide open, dude.
We got now it's different. Now we got Mike running gassers and we're just throwing it over top of him. It's like, all right, hey, fuck you. You were terrible in practice. You're running 3 fucking verts this week.
And fuck everyone else. Fuck you, Godwin.
Yep,
Fuck
don't
you,
matter.
open over the middle. We don't care. I
don't know, man.
I go back to what I asked Pless, and he talked about the Browns playing a lot of man coverage, and I'm just flabbergasted. Like Stank mentioned it. Where were the crossers, man? Where were the drag routes? Where were the man beaters we used against Seattle? Why? It's in the playbook, clearly. I mean, we scored a touchdown with it in Germany. Why do we just go completely poof, like it doesn't exist? We
What's
don't
also mind-boggling is like on that 3rd and 9, I think it was our last possession of the overtime before the Browns finished it off. You have a 3rd and 9 situation, and you decide to leave Donovan Smith one-on-one with Myles Garrett, knowing it's a passing situation.
Ridiculous.
Like
I saw that too, but it looked like they had the chip go to Wells because Wells, he still almost got beat, by the way. It's fucking, and you're like, all right, we're just going to take our chances that our left tackle just gets lucky here. And dude, Myles Garrett is a fucking freak. That play, I don't think I've ever seen a defensive end bend that low and not fall.
Good.
That shit was unreal, and he barely got him by the fucking shoestring. But
Julius Peppers used to do that on a consistent
very
basis.
Julius Pepper-esque. It was fucking, I was like, you got to tip your hat sometimes. And, Donovan was tired too, clearly. He didn't play a great game, but he also didn't get dominated like people are going to make it seem. And Tom had time on lots of plays that resulted in nothing. So it's not like you can't just blame one part of the offense and then fucking, take – it's just fucking annoying to watch all this shit. And, God, dude, what the fuck? Pless,
Exactly.
This is on you.
exactly.
Fix it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Fix it,
Yeah,
Pless.
I wish I could. I wish I could fix it. I would tell Byron straight to his face, like, just run play action until they stop it. You don't have to do anything else.
Run the scripted first series, and whatever that series was in the third quarter that's that touchdown, run that a million times.
It was play action.
Totally
it works
different
every time.
Totally different playbooks. It looked like, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, and and another positive, I mean, not really a positive, but how much of a freak Tristan Wirfs is to only have a high ankle sprain after that injury. I mean, it looked like that was a shattered leg or, broken leg, whatever.
They said it in the broadcast, Pless. They said, we're not going to show that replay because right when they said that, I was like, oh God.
I expected to see the Joe Theismann leg.
That's exactly. I kept asking my wife, and I said, "Where's the air cast? He's got air cast."
Is that Willis McGahee's knee turning backwards live on television?
I'm like, I was confused when I didn't see the air cast because the broadcast made it seem like we're not showing this replay. It's disgusting. For him not to have it just doesn't make sense. He's not human. Like he had a grown ass man fall from the sky,
power bombed.
Not even fall. Leg. He got power bombed onto his fucking leg, bro. Yeah. And it's just a high ankle sprain. Doesn't make sense.
Here's my thing: if he can wear a boot and play in a boot with no cleats, I would take him over Wells right now.
Agreed.
Cleat the boot. Can you put cleats on the boot?
Can you install some sort of cleat system on the bottom of that boot and can you play on one leg, buddy? Can you do it?
He's the best player on the team, and it's gonna be a big loss to not have him. So.
I
now you have to face Cameron Jordan with Josh Wells. Good God.
I just don't have words. Plus,
Kadon is going to have to be blocking the whole game.
Take some fucking calls. Take some calls.
I'm about to take calls right now, but I'm going to say one last thing. This whole thing, honestly, and we love Todd as a dude, but it's the loser mentality that he now has in terms of the way he coaches is now affecting
it's not even loser. It's
team.
Scared. It's fear.
Fear. But that's a loser's mentality to play scared.
Conservative. Yeah.
That
all
is
the above.
That's how you lose games. Guys like Sirianni and guys like the dude out in for the Chargers. These guys are trying to win the game. That Madden era, the guy down in those guys are trying to win the game at all fucking costs. And if you lose, you fucking lose. But I'll take my goddamn chances swinging every fucking time, dude. It's
they know that in today's NFL, it's about scoring points, bro. You gotta light up the fucking scoreboard, and we're really good at that when we're playing our game. Like I just don't understand. Yeah. We're like a fucking high-powered offense trying to play dungy ball. I don't understand, bro. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Dude, and I talked to Donnie, and Donnie said it. He's like, I played in dungy ball, and that era doesn't exist anymore, and that type of approach forces your defense to be perfect. And back then you could be perfect because nothing was skewed towards the offense. Now it's skewed to the point where they have to be absolutely perfect and not wear down and not eventually act. The offense is now going to score. It's just going to happen. Eventually they're going to get a break, a bounce, a lucky shot, a penalty.
Hey, Sam, real quick.
They can't.
Hold on, real quick. The Bucs offense just went 3 and out again. Keep on going. I'm good. Go
ahead. How is that not his biggest gripe as a coach?
Hold on. Because you said they're going to get lucky, they're going to bounce, or have a ridiculous one-handed catch. Which, by the way, shout out to 45 because he put blame on himself. No, bro, y'all played your asses off, and that was a ridiculous fucking catch.
They should never have the opportunity to do that in the first place.
And Njoku gets paid too. That was a stupid fucking throw and an even dumber fucking catch.
He's a freak. I got a text
game is
question
over.
For Pless, by the way.
The game is over if they go for 4th and 2. I don't give a shit. It's over.
I got a text message from somebody to ask Pless, please explain why the offense doesn't have explosive plays this year.
That's a good question.
swear, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking.
No, it's a good question.
I just got that text.
Who texted that? Who texted it?
That was Stephen Beck.
Stephen Beck.
I love Beck. Yeah, no, it's a good question.
Why don't you text me, motherfucker?
And again, I think it goes back to what you guys were talking about. The conservative mindset, I think, has affected not only the offense, but also how Tom is seeing the field. Like he is, again, some of it is he wasn't trusting his offensive line early in the season. And I don't think he is quite there yet. I think he's starting to hold the football a little bit longer to let plays develop a little bit more with Nick Leverett in there. So they're trying to get explosive plays as far as, going downfield to Mike Evans. But again, it's about how you set those things up. How do you set up the deep passes? And their biggest plays this year have been off of what? Play action. And you got to continue to call that. And you got to continue to do it to create those big explosive plays and understand how to use your personnel correctly and use Scotty Miller to go downfield and use your deep threats. Maybe have Chris Godwin run routes on the outside as well, as far as, being an outside receiver, not just a slot receiver.
Stop.
Mixing things up.
No.
But the explosive plays just haven't happened because
not happening.
It's the way Tom's not. He's really not being patient enough because he's afraid he's going to get sacks. And also it's just the way they're calling the game. Got to be more aggressive.
Interesting he says that. Tom's not home.
And then we get to also watch the 49ers call plays against us in a couple weeks, and then we have to watch what we do.
Well, I'm sure our defense will do fine against them, but again, it's how does our offense be creative and find ways
I got it.
Wait, are we talking about the Saints right now?
Plus, I think I got it. Plus, the Bucs are a team that plays to their opponent's level. I got it. So we thought that going into the 3 games with the Seahawks, we were going to get right? The Pittsburgh, we're going to get right, and it didn't work. Maybe we just need the level of competition. We're going to get up for the Saints. Play the Niners. We're going to get up for the Niners. We're going to get up for the Bengals.
Destroy the Saints,
we're going to fucking go 3-0, and shit's going to be all. They're going to flip a switch, right? Like everybody says,
if we
flip a
score
switch.
against the Saints.
Latte,
Listen,
actually,
Mike Evans coming off the sidelines again. This time, who's he going to knock out? Because I don't think fucking Lattimore's playing.
Dennis Allen,
bro. Dennis Allen sipping his fucking latte with his little man purse, walking down the sidelines. Mike Evans going to come out of nowhere. Yeah.
Wha-bam!
Bam.
Oh man. God.
Time for
Thank God for comedy, man. I need these laughs.
Take some calls.
You're in the right place for that, bro.
Yeah.
This is a therapy session, as me and Mama Michelle would talk about always, that we have to have these therapy sessions. Otherwise, we're gonna beat our kids, dude. I'm gonna smack the shit out of somebody's kids. Yeah.
I actually did that earlier in the grocery store. I slapped the fuck out of this kid right in the back of his skull and fucking ran.
Probably deserved it, dude.
Yeah, I don't care.
Probably fucking deserved it.
I got in my car and drove off. Don't matter whatever happened after that.
Did you have a Browns hat on?
Oh no, he didn't have a hat on at all.
Oh, yeah.
He had some browns in his pants though.
He,
Right after
he,
that shit.
he was like 6 months old. They don't usually wear hats at that age.
Oh wow. So his skull was still soft. Okay, interesting.
Well, dude, if you think about it, that's a good time to hit him, because they still that plate still moves a little bit. No real.
Most punching bags have a little push to them, Latte. There's a reason for that.
They do.
You don't break your knuckles. All right.
This is a baby skull.
714. You're on with the loose cannons.
Yo, guys, it's Lewis in SoCal.
What the fuck do you want, bro?
Scrappy Lewis. What's up,
What the
Scrapulation?
fuck do you want?
He only calls when bad things are going on. What's up, Lewis?
Only when bad shit happens, you call.
I actually haven't called in a long time, actually. But, yeah, the Browns were fucking scrappy yesterday, Poppy. My fucking God. And then went 55 minutes without scoring yesterday or whatever it was? God damn, they were scrappy as fuck. Oh, anyways. Well, I guess, because it feels like the sky's been falling since I had to watch. I mean, I worked 17 straight hours from Saturday to Sunday morning, and I stayed up to watch the fucking game. My God, do I fucking regret it. I could have got 3 to 4 hours of beautiful sleep. Anyways, I want to say, though, the defense looks fucking good as hell yesterday. There hasn't been, everyone's been fucking upset with all the obvious things we saw, but I didn't see enough things about how good the last 3 games, but especially yesterday, I thought the defense was fucking awesome. You guys talked about we need to stop Nick Chubb. I mean, what do you have, 26 carries for 116, including overtime? If you would have told me beforehand that's what he was going to get, I was like, okay, we're going to win this. We're going to win this game. They had 5-6 sacks. I thought that their performance for what the situation that they were put in, I thought they played really well. This offense, there's not much to say because, you guys have talked about it, and I've talked with my friends about it, that there hasn't been, this isn't something new. This is what we've seen all season. They're trying to put a square peg into a round hole with this team. We want to be something we're not. We want to be the 1993 Dallas Cowboys, run the football as many times as we can and punish these teams. That's not who we are. That's not the persona that we're built for. We don't want to run these deep dig routes to Mike Evans anymore. We don't want to keep hitting Godwin when he's completely open over in the middle of the field over and over. On the ball on 1st and 10. It could be 1st and 10, 1st and 15, 1st and 5, 1st and 20. We're going to run on every fucking first down. We're going to be back up second. We're going to be back second and 19, get an 18-yard play and can't convert a fucking 3rd and 1.
Hey, you're goddamn right we are, Lewis. You know why? Because there's a fucking goddamn statue at One Buck Place that says, "Pound the rock, baby." Mm-hmm. Pound the rock.
Yeah.
John Gruden.
Oh, yeah.
Leftwich kisses that shit every morning. Every morning when he walks in the building, Leftwich open mouth with tongue. Just kisses that sign.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet he doesn't? I'd be willing to bet that Todd Bowles is the guy who fucking kisses that rock.
Oh God, so bad.
But it's just amazing to me for I tweeted this earlier. For a coach like Todd Bowles, who is so aggressive on defense, will send the fucking house on 3rd and 15, 3rd and 1, it don't fucking matter. But on offense, we are so cowardly, so pussy-whipped, so casual. I mean, there's no swag on this offense at all.
Lewis, it's because our defense is so good that he doesn't feel like we need to take the chance.
No. Hey, Lewis.
That's what it is.
Lewis, you're coaching this football team, right? And you have that defense. Wouldn't it make sense to be that ultra aggressive, fucking no risk, no biscuits? What's the worst going to happen? It goes back to your defense and you get a stop again. Like, why not go for the fucking throat all the time? Because you do have that defense to lean on. It makes no fucking sense.
It's 1995, Stank. Calm down, all right? It's 1995.
You mean kind of like the Eagles and their defense with Green Bay last night? They're like, these motherfuckers aren't going to score on us. And they did, and they still said, "Fuck it, we're going for it."
And the Eagles are pretenders, bro. That's not a good football team. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
You shut your face.
Every single
I'm riding to a goddamn championship.
Every single NFL team that has a great defense nowadays has an offense that takes ridiculous amounts of fucking risks, and they are aggressive, and they're like, fuck it, what's the worst that could happen? We'll get the ball back anyway. Who cares? Like, guys are going for the fucking 4th downs on their side of the fucking field. Like, that's what you're supposed to do when you have a good defense, not the other way around. It's like, I feel like if our defense sucked, we'd probably play better on offense. We'd be like, fuck it. We got nothing to lose.
Hey, listen, what a slap in the face to Ryan Suckup, by the way. What a slap in the face.
That was a slap in the face.
He can hit it. He can hit a 55-yarder. What a fucking slap in the face. No, he can do it. He can do it.
You missed that. But you missed that. That's worse.
50 is about the top of his range, right?
He can hit it.
55 that's stretching it for so.
That's a that's Super Bowl champion Ryan Suckup.
He might rip his fucking hamstring off, bro.
Worth it. We win the game.
Worth it.
Kamara's third leg would hit that field goal.
Who's that guy that almost beat him out in camp?
Am I wrong? I don't think that's within his. I mean,
55
playoffs or something, but
it's pushing it. But
that's
yeah,
pushing it for his range. Yeah,
would have liked to see him get the opportunity though.
And you know what's further proof of how dumb that 4th down decision was? A guy in Jonathan Vilma in the fucking booth who played in that old school era was like, why are they going for 4th down? They shouldn't have gone for 4th down. He was like fucking losing his shit when they did go for 4th down in that game. You're like, hey, dude, shut the fuck up. It's 2022. They all go for 4th down. You have no idea what you're watching right now. This team never goes for 4th down. Please shut up, Jonathan. I hate that individual, by the way. I cannot stand him.
How about
I wonder why you're a Florida State fan.
Was it Darden called a fair catch with like 20 yards in front of him?
Yeah.
On the 20-yard line?
Yep.
But he was also
was
pissed.
Darden, or was that Dexter Jackson?
No, that was Tim Brown. You know what's crazy is after he caught it, he started yelling at someone else, and I'm curious if there's some sort of is there a call that he's being given by someone else?
His eyes are up, he's watching the ball, right? He has no idea where the guys are in front of him. They're supposed to communicate to him, return it. Don't call fair catch. Obviously, nobody did that, and it's probably not his fault, but he's been pretty fucking passive back there as well. I don't know.
We got a super chat from Leo Galimara. Can we get a new head coach next season? Because after Bowles' comments today, he should be fired alongside Leftwich. He's scared now. Wait till Trask is QB.
My 7-year-old playing Madden knows to call a fucking timeout when you're in like a 30, 40-second offense and you have 3 timeouts. It's not like, did he think he's going to fucking roll these timeouts over to Monday Night Football?
Hey, Lewis, real quick, bro. Real quick. Brady just threw another screen pass to Godwin. Okay, all right, continue, bro.
Lewis, good call.
Wait, don't hang up on Lewis. Hold on, Lewis.
Don't hang up.
Yeah.
Don't hang up. Lewis, I feel you on your son playing Madden and stuff like that. Because my son, he took a step yesterday as a Bucs fan. He took a step in his fandom. What the fuck happened to the stream? It looks very weird. There we go. We're back. He took a step as a Bucs fan. He understands. He gets it now, right? We're all there. It's been all fluff and beautiful for him in his young life. And yesterday he was screaming at the fucking TV too. Dad, why did they call a timeout? God, he went outside. He's kicking shit. I'm like, kid, relax. It's gonna be. I found myself calming him down. He's like, no, they have 3. Why did they call a timeout? I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell you. Like I said earlier, the entire stadium was like, why aren't they calling timeout? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I guess what did Bowles say? He was afraid. Well, they might get an interception, and they'll get 3 more points before half. So being down 13-7 is the end of the world.
None of it makes sense. All right. That's
It doesn't.
That's all.
Thank you, Lewis.
Lewis, great fucking call, man.
Hey, great fucking tacos too, bro.
Yeah. Hey,
Still
I
remember
think about those tacos once a week.
Oh,
Let's go
those tacos.
to 678. You're on with the loose cannons. What's up? 678.
678.
Smitty.
Smitty.
What's up, Jack? Is this the end? I gotta know. Is this the end? Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Smitty?
What up,
man?
Smitty? We need some prayer. We need some prayer.
We don't need no fucking prayer gonna save us, bro.
We need some prayers, though.
Yeah.
Prayers can always save you, bro.
Yeah.
Prayers can always
Hey,
save
man, prayer can always save y'all, but this team is almost beyond that, man. I'm like everybody else, Dr. Pless. I see you in the building, my brother.
Oh.
You always got the knowledge of everything. You got the podcast. You know the statistics. Why didn't they call a timeout, man? I didn't know they had 2 timeouts left. I thought they had ran out. That's why they didn't call.
They had 3.
They had 3,
They had
Smitty.
3?
They had
Oh,
an
you
entire
gotta be shitting
plethora
me.
of them.
3 timeouts.
Today,
With, yeah.
Go ahead, Play.
No, I was gonna say they had
But
3
I'm-
timeouts with over
3.
a minute left. They could have called 1 to have a minute left for this offense to go score 3 points, and they refused to do
Y'all
it.
ask me this, y'all. Plus, all of y'all, a belated birthday too, Sam. Ask me why didn't they do the crossing routes? What was Cotton, Baby Gronk at? Where was switch it up? Where was our boy Scooter? What was Scooter? You can't put no wrinkles in.
They left him in Germany, bro. They left him on
He
Germany.
didn't have a passport to get.
No,
man,
he couldn't get
Jack,
back.
You know what? I know this is not the same team as 2020. I think Byron got away with it because we did have an offensive line. We had Ali Marpet. We had everybody. We had the big boys up front. And now it's like if he didn't expose, he don't know what to do with what he got. You got to throw something in there, man. It's like we got New Orleans next week, and they always give us hell, man. Who do we got after New Orleans?
Just
The
the
Niners.
49ers.
Just the
We only have to
49ers.
go. Hey, we only have to go to the West Coast and travel.
Yeah. Only the 49ers, and then back home against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. You know,
Bengals.
It's
Yeah, no
no
problem.
big deal.
I
No big
was
deal.
planning on coming out for the Bengals game.
Don't.
I don't know if I'm gonna pay $200 for.
Don't.
I was thinking about coming out for the Bengals, but $200-something for a ticket the way they playing.
You can stay. You can stay here, Smitty. I ain't
Hey,
bullshitting.
Smitty. Hey,
Me up.
Smitty. Zach said the Scooter's on the Autobahn, bro.
But I'm leaving this with I don't know what's next, man. I don't know what you got. This guy. This we have the greatest team right the Bucs ever had. We never gonna see this again in probably another 20 or 30 years, y'all.
Shit,
We're not gonna
trash,
see a
baby.
Tom Brady, and we're not gonna. We had AB last. You know he did his route, but that year that he did play in 2020, Gronk and all, we had a team. If we had somebody could blow the top off the lid like AB to get it. You had Gronk.
Hey,
we don't have that no
Smitty,
more, man.
Smitty.
We don't have it.
Smitty.
Yo.
Fuck AB.
I know, but
Fuck
you know what
AB.
I'm saying. I know y'all can say all you want. I'm talking about at that time, man. Before everything, we had a person that can run it. We don't have the receivers like that. Mike he's big and strong, but he don't have the yak. One person he really got yak is probably.
Yeah, that's not a yak offense.
But we don't need AB to do that. We have the guys that can do that. We just don't throw them the ball that way. That's the problem. It's not
And
about
people
the guys.
forget in 2020 this offense almost blew it. we were going in a direction that wasn't going to get us to the Super Bowl, but guess what? They changed some things. They did play action. They ran the football the right way, and then they won because of their defense. And again, this is something that hasn't been the issue. And Todd Bowles is a great defensive mind, and obviously the defense is working. If Todd would just call the game how he calls his defense, this team would probably be in a lot better situation. Be aggressive on both sides, but
Plus, we were winning games with Brashad Perryman as our number one. Okay,
Right.
taking the top off of defenses with Brashad Perryman.
How come
So-
that motherfucker can't catch a goddamn ball now all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Bro,
The last 4
it's hard to
passes-
come off the bro. It's hard to catch. Have one attempt every 7 games.
I don't
dude.
give a shit.
I'm
He's
just
dropped
saying.
every pass he's been thrown the last 5 times, and they're easy catches. They're not like he's on the sideline, out route in his hands. Oh, sorry, dropped it. Well,
but the process is broken, and that's
I know
really
a quarterback that'll stand in the pocket, tall and strong, and run around and make plays.
You mean like a
Perryman.
nice kid from the state of Florida? You know, maybe drafted
Florida.
in the 2nd round by Jason Light. You mean that guy?
I thought you
No.
were going down the Lamar Jackson route because he's from the state of Florida as well. Great kid.
Oh, That guy's rotting on the bench in some shithole city.
Do a lot of work to get that guy.
Bet your Trask hits Mike Evans in stride though.
I think
I guarantee you he does.
I think it's Blaine Gabbert time.
Go trade for James Wilson.
What?
Bro, hey, you think that Todd Bowles is scared of interceptions now, bro? If you think that Todd Bowles is scared of interceptions.
Wait, is that the whole reason?
Now.
Did
Good time to buy
Jameis
season tickets next
did
year.
Jameis do this to Todd? Is this why this whole interception fear is such a thing now?
You mean he shook him?
He shook him.
He shook. Jameis shook up.
30 season.
Oh God. Can we fucking stop with this shit? I'm gonna fucking kick some people out of the chat. Now we got Keith Johnson saying, does Mike Evans even care anymore?
No, he doesn't. Keith, he doesn't.
Are we here?
Yeah,
Is
no.
that where we're at? No, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he don't care.
No, he don't care.
Mike's one of the best players on the team.
Hey,
Not
Mike
only one of
is
the best
clearly
players,
playing injured. He's clearly playing injured.
To steal a line from BA, he's one of the highest guys with the highest give a shit meter on this team.
Oh yeah.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Guy wants to win as bad as anyone.
Everyone in here believing the guys, the Gabbert comment was a fucking joke, you dipshits. Anjum Khurshid, whatever the fuck your name is. You guys are so
just
dramatic.
mute Keith, bro. Everything coming out of Keith's mouth right now.
Yeah, I really want to see Blaine Gabbert. Get the fuck
Mute him.
out of here. 304 area code. You're on with the loose cannons.
What's going on, gentlemen? How are you?
Turn us down.
Holy shit!
Turn us down.
I know it's a flash of a pass. The ghost.
Victory hummus, you fucking crazy son of a bitch.
bro.
I fucking love you.
Ain't no fucking hummus going on here,
Get
bro.
ready.
Wait, I need to hear. I need to hear Kevin.
Yeah, don't worry, Kevin's
Okay,
gonna make sure we
listen,
hear him for 20 fucking minutes. Here we go.
I'm
Go.
going to be a little passionate. I'm going to be a little objective. And I'm going to say flat out, they are listless. That offense is impotent. All right? Flat out, limp dick impotent. Okay? Ain't no Viagra, no Cialis for that 45-year-old quarterback who stands there like a fucking statue. Okay? Part of the problem, and just as you guys said earlier today, the era of 17 points and good defense is over. Buck ball, conservative football is over. So is the era of the 7-7 Chuck statue. You can't do shit with this quarterback. I think part of the problem is he's fucking old and it's fucking predictable. And they're gonna throw high percentage throws because he ain't gonna fucking connect on the deep ball anymore. He doesn't have any kind of spiral. He's not adaptable. He's just fucking old. I love the guy. He gave me the greatest memory I'll ever have as a sports fan. I'm so grateful, but I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. Plus, I appreciate what you have to say about the lack of innovation with the coaching staff. There were egregious coaching errors yesterday, specifically in the fourth quarter and overtime. Specifically in the quarter. At overtime, I felt like they were just fucking impotent. It's just like they're going to lose. You can't expect this defense to do this day in and day out. The defense played absolutely well enough to win. It's a good defense. It's not a great defense, but they're fucking good. I'm sorry, but the problem is there is nothing innovative or nothing inventive. It's hard to be creative when you're this fucking bad, when you're this fucking boring, okay? If I give you salt, pepper, and chicken, you ain't going to make a good dish, all right? That's all he's got. You ain't got shit.
Did you say chicken?
I agree with you, bro.
Did you wait? Did you just say chicken?
You said chicken.
I don't care about
chicken.
anything else you said. Are you eating chicken?
I wasn't even listening, bro. I had tuned you out 30 seconds ago, and then I heard chicken.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but he's just too fucking old.
He's gonna ignore it. You're not really a vegan.
If I give you cauliflower, salt, and pepper, you're not going to make a great dish. Go ahead.
Wait a second, bro. He's not really a vegan.
Great. All right, fine. Shut up. I've never seen four men more obsessed with what other men put in their mouths. Jesus Christ.
I'm concerned. I want to know what you put in
I
your
want to
mouth.
make sure
I
you're
want to
still
know.
vegan. Are you?
Wait,
Hey,
Omega.
look, hey, now we got
69omega.com. He said limp dick so many times that 69 Omega just fucking took over the chat room because your infatuation with soft penises.
I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Tom Brady came back and he made an ultimatum. And the ultimatum wasn't that BA had to leave. The ultimatum was everybody had to get a plant-based diet. And here we are. Here we fucking are, guys. Here we fucking are. I hope you're happy.
It's that TB.
Also, AB's right. It's Alex Guerrero's fault.
No, he calls him Alex Guerrero.
Guerrero.
Right.
That's how he spells his name.
Wait, that's what-
the guy's fucking old. I'm sorry.
Is that what
There were
AB's
two
saying?
sacks. You guys remember the two sacks in the game that Tom Brady was sacked twice, all right? And there was one of them that was just awful. He stood there forever. The
I don't know.
protection was fine, but against
Bro.
those two, against Myles Garrett And
Fine.
David Clowney, if you stand back there forever, it's going to happen. He's not mobile. He doesn't move. He doesn't
Brady
adapt.
impressed me with that little pitch, though.
Away.
That little pitch
that?
he did twice. One got called back on a penalty that would have ended up being a nice little play. A little bit of mobility. He showed me a little bit of something in there.
Good call, Kevin. Good call.
Good call, Kevin.
Kevin, the fucking chicken eating vegan.
I never thought I'd hear.
Never in a million years would I think he would tell on himself. He's probably eating chicken during that call.
Guys, losses make people do funny things. He's eating chicken.
He just ran to Popeyes.
He accidentally slipped up and told on himself.
Give me a spicy chicken sandwich.
He fucking slipped up.
Yeah,
it's okay, bro. We all do.
Chicken. It makes sense. It makes a lot
we all
of
do.
sense.
Sometimes I eat vegetables, bro. You know, happens.
Bucs by 30. The real issue is the whole offense has IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Symptoms: scared of interceptions, plays for overtime, and no sense of when to use a timeout. If you or someone you know are suffering these symptoms, please see a doctor as soon as possible, as these symptoms could lead
longer
to
than 24 hours.
Firing. I don't think you want IBS for longer than 1 hour.
Listen, as a man who shits his pants often, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Typically, it's fear-induced. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of the problem. Do we have any more callers?
Bro, I love the chat. These motherfuckers are delusional. Receivers that can't catch.
That's right.
Can't block.
Mike Evans hates playing football.
It's never Tom. Hey, 813, you're off the loose cannons. I think it's Jeremy.
Uh-oh, I heard a child cursing. I heard little kids cursing.
813. I can't hear you, 813. What's up?
Oh, there he is. Whoa, what's up?
What up?
Oh, what's up, gentlemen?
What's up?
Hey, listen, guys. I'm just.
Wait,
you
who's
remember?
this? Who's this? Who's this? And why was your kid? Why was your little kid cursing in the background?
Well, first of all, this is Matty Ice. I'm the one of you guys met you guys at the game. When I called you when you said my girl was sleeping, you said wake her ass up after we beat the Saints' ass.
Yeah. What's
what
up,
up, baby?
Matty Ice? I don't like the nickname.
Hey,
I hate fucking Matt.
Yeah,
Ryan,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll take it. Fine.
Hey, listen. Yeah, well, my name is Matt, so you know. But listen, I just want to call and say, man, listen, these coaches are fucking shit up, bro. For real. They're fucking shit up. Ridiculous call. 4th and 2, 4th and 1. You want to take the ball at Brady's hands and punt it from the 40-yard line? What the fuck is that? You know? That's fucking ridiculous.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, dude.
It's bitch ball.
It doesn't.
Bitch ball.
It doesn't. You're gonna take the ball at the coach hands. I mean, shit. I could have got 1 yard.
Pless
Shit,
is
you
so
put me
mad, bro.
in the backfield. We got 1 yard.
I agree. We're playing bitch ball. We're playing scared. I don't know anymore, Matty Ice. I don't know. Stank said it best. If your defense is so good, if we're so confident in our defense, and we are as a fan base, and I would imagine as a coaching staff, why aren't we taking more chances?
Wait, I wanted to hear Matty Ice's kid get on the mic, bro. Sam, you should have hung up.
Matt, is your kid
there?
there?
No, he hung up on him already.
I can bring him
Why
back.
are you hanging on? I want to hear his kid.
I thought he was done. 813.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back.
Matty Ice, you still there?
Yo.
We
Put
want
your kid-
My bad. I don't know what happened. They had me to the waiting room.
Matty Ice. Put your kid on the phone.
Put your kid on the phone. Let him. We want to hear how he feels.
I want to hear him say "fuck Tom Brady." We want to clip it. We want to clip it.
Man, I can't listen. Brady missed some bad throws. Yes, we know. But also too, man, the coaching is fucked up, bro. Like I make better calls on Madden, bro. That shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, Matty, but you don't understand. I'm motivated because I'm a man that wants to see the world burn. I forget the fact whether it's Tom's fault or not. I just wanted to hear a child's voice say "fuck Tom Brady." Amazing.
Yeah, do it.
No, man. Listen. I can't do that, bro. That's the go, bro. That's the go.
All right. How about he can say "fuck Byron Leftwich"? Go. Let him do it.
Yes.
Hey, listen. Yeah, I'll say fuck Byron Leftwich. I don't know what the fuck. We need to bring BA back, bro. We need to.
We want to hear your kid say it.
We want to hear the kid say it.
We want to hear your kid curse.
And if your kid says it, I'm sending y'all a fucking gift card.
No. Have him say "fuck the Saints." Fuck the Saints.
Have him say "fuck the Saints." Have him say "fuck the Saints."
I was at a Japanese restaurant eating sushi, trying to get in touch with y'all. So I don't have no kids.
It's all good, man. Thank you for calling, Matty Ice.
Definitely appreciate the call, brother. Appreciate you.
Good call.
Damn. Hey, somebody else have their kid call and curse.
Yeah. Can somebody have a kid call in, please?
We can't. If we can't enjoy good football, at least I can hear a fucking good curse
serious
word
question
out of a child.
amongst the 4 of us right now.
Wait, we super chat.
We did have a super chat.
Mama Michelle.
Mama Michelle.
Thanks for
$10 therapy fee. She says.
Thank you, Michelle. We love you. Michelle,
please send us the energy, bro.
I've been collecting I've been collecting some souvenirs for you as well. So, I'm hook you up.
So let me ask the four of us a question here. At the end of this season, do you fire Todd Bowles?
Too early to tell.
Do you move on from Todd Bowles, who, by the way, has his defense playing so fucking well? His fourth season with this squad. They built the defense up. They built that whole side of the team. He's doing a hell of a fucking job. If you get rid of him, you basically start all over on that side, which has been such a struggle for the last decade for us.
I'm intrigued right now. I'm intrigued to see what happens.
I think if he stays, it has to be with some sort of ultimatum that you're going to bring in a guy kind of like John. When Gruden was here, you let fucking homie do his thing on defense, Monty Kiffin, I'll handle my shit. Kind of like McVay did with the Rams, right? He brought in a veteran coach. You handle defense, I'm worried about this. Todd cannot be involved in
but
you mean the Leftwich Bowles era is over for sure.
Philosophy and how we're going to run things on. Listen, you worry about your side of the ball, and you do great at that. And let somebody handle the offense, bro, and it's there.
Because Tom is gone, which means Leftwich can walk.
But my thing is this: when other coaches have done that, it's been their decision to do that. You can't go into your head coach's office and neuter him and expect that ultimate.
Well, hold on a second, bro.
My point is this.
Back it up for real quick. No. Samer, shut the fuck up for a second.
Your camera's
hold on, my camera. How do we know that? How do we know? Shut the fuck up and let me talk. How do we know Todd Bowles even likes Byron Leftwich? And I'm not even joking. He inherited Leftwich.
I'm sure he doesn't because he calls passes beyond 5 yards.
Maybe Tom didn't want to upset the apple cart. We don't know how Bowles feels about Leftwich. Bowles could be in that ear, in Jason Wright's ear saying, I want to make a change, but Tom doesn't. And so who the fuck knows, bro? Yeah, you don't know that. You don't know that Bowles loves Leftwich. You don't know that shit.
So you're telling me Todd Bowles wasn't allowed to fire his offensive coordinator because of the coach?
Absolutely not.
The quarterback.
Absolutely not.
Well,
I think you don't realize how much power Tom Brady has.
I know how much power he has. My point is he has had multiple opportunities to go into whoever's office and be like, hey, look, I need to fire this motherfucker. He's not doing anything I want. Instead, he's backed him into a sense where you believe him. It's not coach speak.
Backed him where? Publicly? Of course he's backed him publicly.
You can tell hold the Byron is doing exactly what Todd wants him to do. Run the ball, waste the clock.
Hold on.
And don't take too many
chances.
Chances.
Flag like they're doing the stupid commercial nowadays. I want to rewind it back here, right? Stank is saying, Sammer is saying that Tom has the power to walk in any office and, he's got the power to put his dick on the table. But 45 minutes ago, you said Tom isn't going to want to ruffle.
I didn't. You missed. That's because you only heard half of my sentence.
He's not
you only listen to half of what I say. No.
He's going to be a good soldier.
That's not what I said.
Walk into any goddamn office and
That's not what I said.
Be a good soldier, Sammer.
I can't. How am I going to get my point across?
How could he be both?
All right, go ahead, Sammer. Get your point across.
My point is, he will not do it in front of other players. He said it himself. I don't ever want to come off as bigger than my teammates. I never want to come off as bigger than the rest of the team. So if he has a problem, he will do it in his way behind the closed doors. He's not going to publicly.
Stupid because I never said in front of the team. I said period. Tom would have.
No, that was my point. You interrupted me before I could make my point an hour ago. By the way, so my whole thing is, if Todd doesn't like Byron, he's had multiple opportunities to show that he can get rid of him because he's failing.
Get rid of him is the point.
When the team, I don't believe any of that anyway.
Pali just said Sammer's reading again.
I'm not reading.
Hey, and Zach said, "Is Pless still on the show?" Pless, chime in here, bro. You know how this is here, bro. If you don't hog the mic, bro, if you don't get on it, we ain't gonna give you a crack.
I think it remains to be seen with Todd Bowles. It depends on how he finishes, how the team finishes, but right now it's not looking good. It seems like he doesn't. You're the head coach. You should have control of what you want and how you want to, have this team play. You're the top dog, and the top dog has to, make the calls. And defensively, you're doing great, but when it comes to as the whole team, the other parts are not doing their job, and that includes the offense. And he's got to find a way to say, okay, Byron, I'm giving you the keys. You're going to make the decisions on whether we go for it on fourth down or not. You have the keys to run the offense and all that stuff. which he's probably not going to do. He's probably not going to allow.
Byron is doing what Todd wants him to do. Pless.
Yeah,
There's
agree
no
with
reason
that.
to believe
No,
otherwise.
Byron is doing what Tom wants him to do.
Maybe that's the case, but they're both. I do not for 1 second believe that they're doing what Todd doesn't like because they're not taking chances. Byron grew up in the BA system in terms of,
But not with Leftwich though. Leftwich is new to the party.
Not Byron's. No, that's what I'm talking about. Byron grew up in that offense as a coach. He grew up under BA. He grew up with the no risk it, no biscuit. If anyone's going to hold him back, it would be Byron and Tom.
I'll just say this. Let me lastly say this.
Todd and Tom.
If Todd stays, then something has to change with the offense. Either
No,
Byron goes,
that's the only way I see him saying is my point.
I agree.
Yeah,
I was just saying
like,
good
something
relationships
has to change. Something
I was
has
saying
to
good
change
relationships
on
are
that
not
side.
usually built on those ultimatums. That usually crumbles and falls apart. That's my point in it all.
True.
Although I do agree.
It happened with
But-
Dungy. It happened with Dungy.
Dungy said no.
To be honest, everyone has to go, in my opinion. That's the only way it's going to change because they're so loyal to each other. That's the only way I see it changing. Like
You
everyone
just
would
gave
have
a
to go.
Bowles a 4-year contract. I don't see them firing him after one season.
I don't see it either.
I
I mean, they're going to stay probably, most likely.
And Stank has mentioned this before in the past, guys, but I'm gonna be careful how I say this because listen, I don't know. This is just bullshit, right? In the air, fugazi. But you guys remember all those rumors about the red pen? And Pelagic said earlier, the red pen. Maybe we're missing some red pen action here.
Maybe
Maybe
that's
Tom
obvious.
has a little too much say because we all keep saying that Tom wouldn't approve something, right? Plus that he didn't agree with. Maybe he has too much say in what's going on right now because it just looks very check downy and very different from what we used to see.
Yeah, maybe Byron's over there like, do I
we
have
fucking
to call,
do something?
Do I have to call the Godwin screen again?
Godwin
Tom?
screen again.
Please, dude.
Yeah, but see, I half agree with that, and then the other side of me goes, then how come when they go into 2-minute offense, it's so different? It's so much better. Why is it that what Tom is calling in that instance is so much different than what Tom is demanding?
Because when you get him in the hurry up, Tom can keep the defense the same personnel, and it's very predictable. He can.
And you eliminate the run, and it's essentially pass game with a draw here or there.
And
it's
correct me if I'm wrong.
Simple.
If you don't sub, the defense can't sub. So you keep them in the same personnel, so you know where you're going. You know where you're going to attack them. But you can't run hurry up all the time because that's what happened to dipshit that coached the Eagles. You're going to kill your defense.
We did it multiple times throughout the season. We've done it. We did it a couple times yesterday. We're actually
we've done it on certain
No, I know
series.
you can't do it all the
defense.
time. No, I'm not saying do it all the time. My point is that the plays look so much different. And then that drive to open the game, scripted, beautiful, totally different. The plays we saw in Germany, it's like the German playbook was way better, and we had to leave it behind. We couldn't bring it overseas.
It was in German.
Yeah,
it was
the
in
German playbook is where it's
wrong
at.
language.
Yeah.
Wrong language.
The German playbook is where it's at.
Okay, Pless, I got it. Pless, I got it, bro. They go into the no huddle at the beginning and end of every quarter. In the middle, let the defense relax and breathe. But in the beginning and end of every quarter, we go into hurry up. What are your thoughts?
No, I think that's fine. I just want all I'm asking for is play action. That's all I want. Play action and shotgun runs. Shotgun runs and play action.
But
That's all I
plus,
ask
play
for.
action doesn't work without running the ball successfully. Anyways, continue. What did I think?
A lot of shit is going wrong with this fucking team, and my thing. And I hate to
got
say
another show at 9:00. I'm looking forward to it.
It all
that's
comes
my
back.
own show.
It all comes back to Todd Bowles' mentality, man. And I personally, I don't want to fire people, but something has to change because that mentality that mentality cannot infect the entire team. What's crazy is that mentality doesn't exist on the other side of the ball, which drives me nuts. Like Stank said, how are you so blitz happy and so fucking aggressive and taking teams' fucking heads off, and then don't throw a pick. Call a screen and then don't call timeout.
The trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze, country roads.
This show.
Take me home to the place I belong.
We have 2 more callers.
West Virginia.
All right, we have 2 more callers still.
Over me.
All right. We'll take 817. You're all at the loose cannons. 817, what's up? Make it quick, please. Let's go. I'm being totally rude. 817, going once.
817, go.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I just had a question for you guys.
Oh boy.
Because I heard y'all. I remember earlier in the year. I think it's Jake, right? Is it Jake Arians?
Yeah,
Yep.
Jake. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bruce Arians. And I remember
best
before,
friend.
whenever Bruce left. Yeah, I remember before it was said that whenever he left, that it was whenever Bruce left that he wanted that to happen. And I guess he wanted, Todd to take over the team, and then Byron to stay the coordinator. So I know you guys were saying that maybe it's Brady's decision of keeping Byron there, but I think wasn't the whole discussion that BA wanted this to happen?
Hey,
So how
what's
is he
your
now?
name, caller? What's your name?
It's Kyra. Sorry,
Oh, what's up, Kyra? Kyra,
this is my first time calling you guys.
what do you think?
She asked us the question.
I really don't know. I mean, to be honest, in the beginning, I thought Brady did have him let go. I know some people were saying that he didn't, but I feel like he did. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's all I was asking you guys' opinion on it.
I gave my opinion, but I'll give it again because you're on the live show here with us. I don't think Bruce Arians, if you spent time with Bruce Arians or heard him in a press conference, and he's the same way in person that he is in a press conference, he's the same dude all the time, that you would cuck Bruce Arians and say, you're gonna take a different role and fuck you, and you're just gonna he'd be like, fuck you, I'll walk, I'll go play golf before you're just gonna fucking cuck me for my own football team. And I think Bruce wanted to leave one of his guys as a successor with a team that was ready to go, like Sammer said earlier. Like, literally, don't wreck the fucking Ferrari. That's all you had to do, bro. Just leave it on fucking cruise control. And I don't know. I don't know what happened here. I don't think Bruce got axed like that. And I think want to leave his guy in there in charge. And it would have worked. It should have worked. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It should have worked. I don't know where they went.
I know.
Something changed.
Well, I didn't know because I just know now. I don't know if it was Stank was suggesting that the reason why Byron is there is because of Brady.
Yeah.
I don't think BA.
yeah, no,
I don't think BA
was
hands the
suggesting
keys. I don't think BA hands the keys to Todd and says you have to keep Byron. So at that point, is it Tom that says I would like?
But
to keep
they're
things the way
all
they are
loyal
or not?
to each other. I doubt Todd
But
would say, Byron, you have to leave.
But knowing BA, he wouldn't want someone to dictate who his coaches are. So I don't think he would dictate that upon a guy who he considers a very good friend of his. He's known him almost his entire football career. So I feel like he wouldn't do that to Todd. But Tom and Byron and Todd, what that relationship is like, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Todd keeps him around unless he
from a BA standpoint. I think what Sam was trying to say, from a BA standpoint, he wouldn't dictate that to Todd. Kara.
Yeah.
But if Todd decided he wanted to be loyal, that's a different thing. I don't think BA would do that. If Todd wanted to be loyal to his guy because it's one of his guys as well, they're all one big family. That's
so that's what I
Todd's
believe.
call.
That's what I believe. That's what I believe because I don't think that obviously I don't think Byron. I mean not Byron, but so many damn bees. Bruce would say, okay, yeah, you have to keep. But I think Todd would show loyalty to do that. Right. So he's not gonna get rid of Byron, and I don't think even next year, maybe if his job's on the line, he would.
I don't think he's going to get rid of him because
they're going to make it till next year.
He's doing what he's being asked to do.
We're also dealing with a unique situation. We can all agree on that, right? I'm not saying this happened, but somebody with the weight that Tom Brady carries could very easily say, I'll come back, but I don't want Byron there. So it's something that Tom had to be on board with too. It's not just a loyalty thing. I think him and Byron developed a relationship over the last 2 seasons.
No, I believe that too. I believe that they all just wanted to go. I mean, I don't think none of them thought it was going to be like this year. Yeah. Like no one would have guessed. So I believe they all probably have loyalty to each other in that regard. It's just unfortunate, and especially with Brady being here, it's like it makes everything magnified. Like everything is huge. So I feel bad for Todd because people are saying, that this was a opportunity for him, not on the Jets and now, but then also it's the side of if things don't go right, you're in this is Tom Brady. So things are gonna if stuff goes wrong, Brady's been missing throws. Before and earlier he wasn't all the way into it. You can tell in his demeanor, and that shit gets put on both, and he has to deal with it. And people aren't gonna blame Brady really for this. They made some, but not really, because he's fucking the GOAT, really. So Byron, it's going to be put on him.
But people
not
forget
Byron. Bowles.
Bowles is a defensive-minded coach. They all seem to have the same MO, and he did this in New York. He still had the same conservative, don't lose approach that he had in New York he's having now. It's not so that's why I keep saying he's not going to fire Byron because Byron is doing exactly what he's asking him to do.
Here's the worst part, Sammer.
That's what's happening.
All right, here's the worst part of all of this, right? And we haven't talked about it once this entire fucking show. Is that with all that being said, and as bad as we've played, and it's been a fucking shit show, we're still number one in the division. It's all right in front of us. So that only, I wouldn't say like solidifies their philosophy, but it's just like, hey, we can keep doing what we're doing. They're not gonna go like, holy shit, we're 3 games back and we gotta fucking mash the gas here and start really attacking on offense. We're in first place.
Yeah. It's too late.
This is the worst I've ever felt in first place in my life.
It's horrible.
Listen, it's too late. It's
depressing.
It's too late to change the entire scheme and philosophy and approach too. It's like Todd Bowles would have to go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and
it's in there. It's in there in the playbook. They just gotta
listen. Y'all are so cute. You guys are so cute.
Todd
you think it's actually gonna be Todd Bowles? You think it's gonna be Todd Bowles' decision? If the Glazers with Tom, if Tom potentially gone, it's the Glazers who could be like, somebody's on the chopping block, and if Todd stays, somebody's going, and it could easily be Leftwich. You know, you got to feed the mob. The mob wants blood.
If the Glazers get in, they will get rid of Leftwich.
But next year, regardless.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna go. I'm not want to go. Somebody's gonna go.
But that doesn't mean Todd Bowles wouldn't bring in someone else who's just gonna follow the same directives and in order. That's the whole thing. That's my point. Just like what Tony Dungy did, he kept bringing in offensive coordinator after offensive coordinator, and eventually he would neuter them.
If Todd does that, he deserves never to get a fucking head coaching job ever. Just say the fucking defensive coordinator. Just say that.
There is a potential second scenario.
Oh,
we destroy the Saints.
Okay.
We get on a roll. We go to the playoffs. All right. Right? We win the fucking Super Bowl.
Win the Super Bowl is a wild card, bro.
Right? I think that's my illness. My Bucs illness just fucking kicked in, dude. I need a fucking shot.
You had PTSD though. The other way. You were pumping me up here, bro.
You're the weirdest Bucs fan. You get so low after a win and so high after a loss.
So high after a loss. It's fucking weird. By the way, I need the Bucs to win because I've been like just shame eating.
Was a great call.
Thank you, I'm just stuffing my face with chicken wings and blue cheese.
I got to ask her the questions.
We gotta win. I gotta write my life. It's too much. I gotta stop depressed eating. It's just win a game, guys.
I ate 21 wings yesterday.
Nice.
That's easy.
We still lost.
It's a snack.
Somebody, I think it was I don't remember who in the chat said it earlier, that ever since I brought the Buccaneers show back, we've lost every single game since then.
Fucking true. Cancel the fucking Buccaneers. Yep. Oh shit.
Speaking of Buccaneers, I'm recording another show this week. If you want to be a part of the show, you got to call in 813-444-2318 latte. 23
right number, you son of a bitch.
18. Okay. And you can be a part of that show. It's so amazing. Come on down.
King Cook is giving me PTSD right now. He said Cam Jordan and Nick Bosa and Henderson back to back to back with no worth. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
That's bad, bro. That's bad. Pless.
Hey, Pless, can we have two running backs both chipping and just two receivers out in the route? Can we do that?
They could, but
can we go shotgun?
They wouldn't know how to get the guys open. So.
Oh, wow. You just took a shot and shit on the team at the same. Oh my God,
you did.
That's terrible, man. All right, one last call.
One last call.
I mean, I'm fucking here, bro.
All right, last call. 304.
Plus, has got to record in like 4 minutes, so hurry up.
You always talk right when I bring him in. It's last call. 304 area code. Go ahead.
304. Go.
What's up, guys?
What up?
What's up,
man?
What up?
Yo, I just wanted to touch on a couple topics real quick that I don't hear anybody talking about. First thing being, I feel like I was in the twilight zone watching Winfield getting strong-armed by Jacoby. I don't know anybody talking about it. It's crazy. Like, I knew the tone of the game. It was just bad news from there on out.
Yeah, but the defense was dominating. for the vast majority of the game. He took a bad angle, and Jacoby is a big motherfucker, dude.
He's huge, bro.
He's a big dude.
That ain't his age, though, man. He's not no young big guy out here.
Antoine's not that big of a guy.
Jacoby's played like 35 games total his entire life.
Plus, I think
5'6", like 180 pounds. Like Brissett is every bit of like 6. He's like Josh Allen, but bigger, bro.
Yeah. I also think that defenders have PTSD when they see quarterbacks running. They're like, can I hit him? Should I hit him? Do I go low? Do I go high? How do I tackle him? I think they forget what to fucking do.
He's a big turkey. That's it.
Antoine Winfield's the worst of our, least of our worries, brother. What else? What else you got?
All right, and then ever since the Jensen injury, really, it feels like the offense as a whole has lost its identity. Like,
correct.
I don't see any fire from any real player, like consistently week in on week out.
Correct.
I'm wondering if Jensen was like the heart and soul, really, of this team that kept everybody fired up. If there's something deeper.
100%, sir. 100%.
It's a big loss.
100%.
Yeah, but who's to say this offense has a different identity when he's here? He was injured the first day of camp. There's nothing that says that just because Jensen is not there that all of a sudden.
Listen, they're not sleepwalking through anything with Ryan Jensen out there. I'll tell you that.
Right.
They're just
but
not.
They're still calling the same plays.
They're still calling the same plays, though.
The process will be bad. So
they might be.
I mean, so what's the difference there? That's my point.
Right. What does it fix?
His identity, like what he brings to the table.
I think Ryan Jensen's worth 3 wins.
His attitude definitely helps.
Three more wins.
No doubt.
3 more wins. All right, end the fucking show.
All right, and my last thing is
try
on a bust. I don't understand what's going on with him. He shows sparks, but he's never like consistent. He's never a factor in the game to me.
Young player needs to get better, brother.
You said it. He's a young player. You said he's a young player. He's played 16 games plus 12.
He drop him back in
2 full seasons. Pless watches him way more than we have over the last 2 years, 1.5 years. Pless, what are your thoughts on?
They don't let him rush. Like if they let him rush, he'd be fine. When he rushes, he's good. They drop him back into coverage way too much, but that's part of the scheme. So that's what they do. JTS isn't the problem. JTS is fine.
Nobody on defense is the problem, honestly. As much shit as we gave Devin White a couple weeks ago,
they're playing fine, playing great. Secondary, just don't keep getting hurt when you fall down. But other than that,
even when they got hurt,
well.
when they got hurt, we still stopped them. 22 had an entire series of 3 and out all by himself yesterday, and he's a backup. So fuck.
Collegiate. We put a picture of the standings up there. You missed it, but I guess you're in first place.
No, he's not. He's not in first place.
Zach
is in first place. Plagic's in second place. You're in third place. I don't know who's in last place though.
It's good. I think it's Jake. I'm repping the loose cannons. I'm in third place. I'm right there, baby. I'm 1 game out of the fucking bye week. I'm coming for y'all. So
all right,
we'll do that.
Hey, let's fucking lick our wounds tonight.
Sammer's in last place, by the way.
Yep.
That's why
I am actually. I am.
Let's put this game to bed, and tomorrow it's fuck the Saints week.
No, it's fuck the Saints right now.
Right now.
Game over.
I sounded like a little fucking kid with a list. White now. I said white now.
White now.
White now. It's fuck the Saints.
Rashad White now.
Bucs are in first place. Go Bucs.
Hey, I'm here hanging with the boys, man. They're part of the team.
Part of the team, man. Can I tell you, part of the team.